Hello everybody and welcome to my Survivor skin tier list. Now, unlike my other tier lists where I expect you to synthesize what I say with your own game knowledge as well as your experience, here, if you disagree with anything that I say, you are 100% factually, objectively, without a doubt, verifiably incorrect. This is a perfect tier list and is not subjective in any manner. That being said, let's go ahead and start. We're going to go in alphabetical order. First with Acrid. Now, Acrid's base skin, pretty cool. However, this is a mastery skin tier list. We got to look at the albino skin. Is there any difference? It just is a color swap. That's it. That's it. You go from the pink, purple-ish to white. That's it. Doesn't even change the color of his acid pool or his poison spit or anything. There's no new additions to his model, nothing. It's just a simple color swap. And for that reason, we're going to have to put Acrid up in S tier. It really is that simple. All right. Next survivor would be Artificer. Base skin. Again, pretty cool. She's a floating mage. Looks pretty sick. Her skin, called Chrome, actually looks like just a color swap. However, if you actually go into the game, okay, it's kind of hard to tell here. Not going to lie. Shouldn't have picked Simulacrum. But it has like a golden hue, a golden glow to it. So for that reason, we're going to have to put the Artificer in C tier. Next up, we got the Bandit, everybody's favorite rootin' tootin' cowboy. Base skin, pretty cool. But again, we're not talking about base skins. We're talking about mastery skins. And this is what I'm talking about right here. Chili, as it's called. Not only does it swap the color palette, but it also changes the character model. Now look at that, baby. The shotgun goes from having a big butt stock to having just a pistol grip. The helmet is a nod to one of their previous games, Deadbolt. I believe this is the main villain of Deadbolt, not the main character. And all in all, he just looks sick. So, Bandit, we got to smack him all the way up in A tier. Next up, we got the Capitan. Now, if you didn't know, Captain is a fair bit larger than the other survivors. I think really only Acrid and Loader are comparable in his size. I mean, just look at the difference between him and Commando. However, today's interesting fact brought to you by Woolie Gaming had nothing to do with his survivor skin, which is what this video is about. So, Admiral is his skin. It is a simple color swap. However, it is the best color swap in the game, in my opinion, and therefore, the Captain has to go all the way up in S tier with Acrid. Next up, Commando. He is everybody's favorite survivor, and he is the best in the game on top of that. His skin is called Hornet, and this is literally the best skin in the game. There is literally no competition. Again, this is a 100% factually objective tier list. That's it. Period. End of story. Look at his helmet. Boom. See? No rebreather. Rebreather right there. It's like in episode 1 of Star Wars where they had the little mouthpiece to breathe underwater when they go visit the Gungans. It just looks sick. Absolutely sick. This is easily the best skin in the game. Period. Hands down. Best survivor in the game. Everybody's favorite survivor. Everybody has the most fun playing him, and he has the best skin in the game. Boom. All right, next up, Engineer. Totally didn't have to alt tab there to look at the alphabetical order. Engineer, pretty cool skin. Not gonna lie, it is kind of just a color swap, but not really. If you look at the helmet, it gets like the big old EOD bomb disposal. Like they have the big, neck harness around it. Also, the turrets do get a slight difference in model as well. Not really, actually. I just lied to your face. I'm sorry. Honestly, this is a pretty dang cool skin. We got to slap the Engineer up there in A tier with the Bandito. Next up, the Heretic. Not a real survivor. Going in D tier. If there was an F tier, I'd put it there. Boom. Next up, the Huntress. Very iconic base skin. Her alternate skin, Arctic, removes the cape on her back, adds a little scarf on top, and is a color swap on top of that. For that reason, we got to put the Huntress in B tier. Next up, the Loader, everybody's favorite survivor. Alternate skin is called Classic. Little bait and switch there, little mind game, little subverting of the expectations. The Classic skin is her alternate skin. It's also a pretty bad skin, not gonna lie. I kind of prefer the look of the default skin. And again, it's not about me. It's about being factually 100% objective. And this is objectively a worse skin, an inferior skin. So for that reason, Loader's mastery skin goes into D tier with the Heretic, who doesn't even have a skin. Let that sink in. Next up, Mercenary. Now, this very well might be the absolute ugliest skin I have ever seen in my entire life. Mercenary turns into like a samurai with like demon fangs and a little crescent moon. I'm gonna look at the default skin. It has absolutely nothing but the pauldrons. This one has the pauldrons plus the helmet plus everything. Absolutely disgusting skin. Gotta go into S tier. Next up, Multi. Actually everyone's favorite survivor in the game. His mastery skin is called Janitor. Swaps him from yellow and gray to blue and orange. Now, and another daily fact brought to you by Woolie Gaming here. This color palette here is actually a reference to actually everyone's favorite survivor, Handy from Risk of Rain 1, but literally nobody likes Handy, so we're gonna have to put Multi in D tier. Next up, one of the brand spanking new survivors, the Rail Gunner. Her alternate skin is called Marksman and just turns her into actually everyone's favorite survivor, Sniper from Risk of Rain 1. Now, everybody agrees with me that Railgunner's playstyle is the most boring, slow-paced, just not fun, zero-octane survivor in the game. So for that reason, we're going to have to put Railgunner up in A tier. Next up, Rex, the plant-robot hybrid. This very well might... I'm just kidding. I'm not going to say it again. Rex's skin is called Smoothie. What changed? I don't know. You tell me. D tier. Last but not least, the other brand spanking new survivor, the Void Fiend, or as I like to call him, the Void Fiend. Now, the Void Fiend alternate skin is called Purified. Turns him from the corrupted commando into some like Dark Souls infected priest looking enemy. Because it is a change of character model and not just a simple color swap, we're gonna have to put the Void Fiend into B tier. And look at your screens right here. Boom. This is the ultimate Risk of Rain 2 Survivor Mastery Skin tier list, brought to you by yours truly. Again, what I said here is just the simple truth. If you disagree with it, you are incorrect.